the Korle Lagoon and the Odo Drain in Accra have proved to be major headaches for the city authorities, as millions of Ghana cedis are spent on these two bodies of water as part of efforts to deal with the sanitation situation in the country. Now, it appears that not much progress has been made as plastics and silt continue to be displacing running water. A report by Maxwell Agbagba reveals more.
It is morning at Circle. I am standing very close to the Odo Drain. Some birds are walking on the silt in the drainage system. A man is also walking in there looking for a place to answer the call of nature. Weeds and plastics have taken over a chunk of the Odo.
3 years ago, the Odo Drain overflowed its banks. It displaced fuel at the nearby fuel station, which resulted in an explosion that killed about 100 people. Some experts attributed the problem to the choked Odo Drain at the time.
Some environmentalists have attributed the problem to the heavy human activities around the drainage system, which passes through many communities in Accra. That is true, as I later find out in another community, Aveno.
In spite of the interventions put in place by city authorities to control the pollution, it looks like we are not making any progress. Inside the drain, it is clogged up with many plastics and then silt. Happening right here behind me early morning here at Aveno is the ritual of burning rubbish right at the banks of the drainage system.
I am now some meters away from the Korle Lagoon, and the situation is not different. A dirty pool of water with different kinds of plastics. It appears the Korle Lagoon Ecological Restoration Project has not done much to improve the situation. Former Mayor of Accra, Alfred Oko Vanderpoy, says the dredging of the Korle Lagoon stopped after the NDC lost power. He says government has to take a bold step and ban plastics.
Fani Mahama, under his administration, was making sure that the dredge masters were there, and periodically they were dredging the Korle. There was the dredgers on the Korle Lagoon, and they were, moving around and they were dredging it. As soon as the 2016 elections were over and government changed hands, the dredging exercise stopped. Right now, look, it's an eyesore. You look at the Korle, it's an eyesore. You look at the Chemo, it's an eyesore. It's not helping our economy. It's not helping our country. We have to take the bold step and push it away. The time has come for us to change our dependence on plastics and find other means of using disposable items, and ban the plastics. My president, Akufo-Addo, says that he will make Accra the cleanest city. The objective is excellent, but the question is, how are we going to make it possible? And I don't see the necessary steps that will make it possible.
The former mayor says the Conti project is the solution to Ghana's sanitation woes. He's urging government to go back to the deal. The $660 million project, which was signed between the government of Ghana and the Conti group of companies in 2013, was to provide huge storm drains for Accra to deal with its flooding problem.
When John Mahama administration was leaving, we had a package in place that was approved in Parliament. And most of us call this the Conti project. Conti project would have answered all these things that I alluded to. It went to Parliament. It was approved in Parliament. Because we went on the IMF arrangement, so we could not access that loan. I was very glad when the current Minister for Works and Housing went to Parliament for vetting. He said and confirmed that he has seen the plan and he believed in the plan and he's going to implement it. So I'm hoping that he will implement it. If he would make sure that that implementation takes place, then I can see how Accra will be the cleanest city. happen, and Accra will have flying colors. But until then, it will be a dream that will never come true.
Though it remains to be seen whether the Korle Lagoon and the Odo Drain will be restored to its glorious states as they continue to be a blot on the country's sanitation script. Reporting for JoyNews, Maxwell Agbagba.